Alright, folks, hold on tight because I've got something wild to share with you today. If you're a Street Outlaws fan or just a fan of fast cars and jaw-dropping performances, then this story is going to blow your mind. I'm talking about one of the most epic victories we've seen in a long time. Yes, you heard it right, Kye Kelley just did the unthinkable. He took his No Prep Kings, NPK, car, yes, an NPK car, into the Snowbird Nationals, one of the toughest pro mod races of the year, and came out on top. Can you believe it? I still can't. Y'all, I've been following this sport for a long time. I've seen wild upsets, impossible comebacks, and finishes that left everyone stunned. But this right here was next level. I'm talking steel roof, steel quarters, a 103-inch wheelbase, a car specifically built for NPK competition, going up against the absolute baddest pro mod cars in the world. And guess what? He didn't just hold his own, he won. He walked in as the underdog and walked out a champion. And to top it off, he did it in stunning fashion with a blistering 3.59-second pass at a jaw-dropping 207 miles per hour. My goodness. Now let me break this down for you. The Snowbird Nationals isn't just any OL event. It's not a friendly little Saturday night grudge match. No. This is one of the most competitive, cutthroat, hardcore pro mod races of the year. We're talking about 64 of the fastest, most dialed-in, purpose-built pro mods on the planet, cars that are specifically designed to dominate on prepped tracks. These beasts are lightweight, aerodynamic, and engineered for nothing but speed. And yet, here comes Kye Kelley, driving a car built for the rough, unpredictable world of No Prep Kings, and he takes them all down. Every last one. Oh, he only went to qualify, they said. He might win a round or two, they claimed. Wrong. Let me tell you something about Kye Kelley. He's got that dog in him. This man is relentless. He's a scrapper. When people count him out, he shows up with something to prove. And boy, did he prove it this weekend? I mean, even he admitted that he didn't think he'd be able to run with everybody. Well, guess what? He didn't just run with them, he ran past them. When that 3.59 flashed on the boards, I nearly fell out of my chair. This wasn't supposed to happen, folks. Not with an NPK car. But it did. Now let's talk about the car, because I know some people are going to come out of the woodwork with excuses. Oh, it's lightweight, they'll say. Oh, it's a special build, they'll claim. Well, let me tell you something. This car is NPK legal. Yes, it's a purpose-built No Prep Kings car, not a pro mod. Steel roof. Steel quarters. Short wheelbase. It's not a stretched-out, ultra-lightweight, composite-bodied pro mod. This car was designed to race on sketchy, unpredictable tracks where traction is a coin flip. And yet, it just went 3.59 at 207 miles per hour on a fully prepped surface, beating 64 of the fastest, most well-funded teams in the world. Do you know what that means? It means you can't put an asterisk on this win. No excuses. No what-ifs. The fact of the matter is, Kye Kelley, Jeff Pierce, and their whole crew put in the work. Blood, sweat, and gears. This wasn't luck, it was pure execution. They dialed it in and delivered on race day. And if you're still doubting it, just look at the scoreboard, 3.59 at 207 miles per hour. Numbers don't lie. Now I already know what some people are going to say. Oh, it's not fair. Pro mods aren't built for no prep tracks, so of course the NPK car did better. Listen, excuses are for people who lose. Winners don't make excuses, and Kye Kelley didn't need any. The fact is, nobody expected him to win. The experts, the teams, even Kye himself thought maybe he'd win a round or two. But he went all the way to the winner's circle. Every time people doubt him, he shows them why you never count him out. So, to the haters, I have one thing to say, put some respect on Kye Kelley's name. Put some respect on Jeff Pierce's name. Put some respect on the whole team's name. Because they did something no one thought possible, and they did it with style. I can't stress this enough, folks. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. It was a warning shot fired across the bow of every racer out there. If you thought Kye Kelley was just a no-prep guy, you better think again. He just showed the world that he can run with the Pro Mods, and not just run with them, beat them. And he didn't need to build a new Pro Mod to do it. He brought his everyday weapon, his NPK car, and proved it can run with the best of the best. To see an NPK car win this race is a monumental shift. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How much potential does this platform have? How many other teams are watching this and thinking, do we need to rethink our entire strategy? You better believe they are. Guys, this story is going to be talked about for years. It's going down as one of the most memorable wins we've ever seen. But I want to hear from you. What do you think about Kye Kelley's win? Do you think this is going to change how people view No Prep Kings cars? Are other teams going to start experimenting with the NPK platform for prepped events? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And if you're as hyped as I am right now, hit that like button. Smash it, actually. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell because I'm bringing you the hottest updates, the wildest stories, and the realest commentary on street outlaws and beyond. You don't want to miss it. Dear friend, when it comes to street outlaws, Kye Kelley is a name that commands respect. Known for his grit, heart, and unrelenting drive to push the limits of what's possible, Kelley recently gave the racing world something to talk about, and not just for his epic Snowbird Nationals victory. Before that legendary win, Kye set a personal record that has the entire racing community buzzing. Picture it, Bradenton Motorsports Park in sunny Florida, except it's anything but warm. The crisp morning air is filled with the growl of engines and the sharp, unmistakable scent of burning rubber. Tension is thick, and every driver knows this track isn't for the faint of heart. It's here that Kye Kelley decided to put his No Prep Kings, NPK, car to the test, and oh, did he deliver. On paper, it didn't look like Kelley had much of an edge. He wasn't bringing a sleek, aerodynamic, purpose-built Pro Mod to the battle. No, he rolled up with his trusty steel-bodied NPK car, a machine known more for conquering rough, unpredictable no-prep surfaces than prepped, high-traction racetracks like Bradenton. But that's the thing about Kye Kelley, he doesn't play by anyone's script but his own. They say you can tell a lot about a racer by how they approach a challenge. While many drivers treat test runs as simple shakedown passes, Kye Kelley had a different plan. He wasn't just there to check his setup, he was there to push limits. We're planning to set some personal records, Kelley said before the test session, and that's exactly what he did. On his third pass down the track, all eyes were on him. Spectators watched with bated breath as he lined up, the car rumbling like a caged beast ready to break loose. Then, with a burst of fire from the exhaust and a deafening roar, Kelley shot down the strip. The result? A stunning 3.64-second pass at a mind-melting 205 miles per hour. A steel-bodied, short-wheelbase NPK car hit 3.64 seconds and 205 miles per hour on a track filled with elite, high-budget Pro Mods. For context, most drivers would be ecstatic to get their Pro Mods into the 3.60s, and that's with lightweight composite bodies, ultra-aerodynamic designs, and cutting-edge tech. But Kye Kelley did it in his trusty, battle-hardened NPK car. It's one thing to see a composite-body Pro Mod hit these speeds, those cars are designed for it. But Kye's car? It's essentially a street fighter in a ring full of heavyweights. The shorter 103-inch wheelbase makes the car harder to control at high speeds, and the steel roof and quarters add weight that Pro Mods don't have to deal with. In racing terms, it's like running a marathon in work boots while everyone else wears featherlight running shoes. And yet, here's Kye Kelley, not just keeping up, but leading the pack. That 3.64-second, 205 miles per hour pass was a message to the entire racing world. I'm here, and I'm coming for everything. But let's not forget, this wasn't just Kye Kelley's win. Every pass down the track is the product of hours of hard work by his entire team. From Jeff Pierce's tuning expertise to the mechanics wrenching away in the pits, this was a full team effort. They didn't come to Florida just to watch Pro Mods dominate. They came to make a statement. It's also a testament to Kelley's relentless passion. He could have played it safe, focused on his pre-race prep, and stayed in his lane. But that's not Kye. He pushes himself and his machine to the absolute limit. He's not just racing cars, he's racing himself, always looking to break his own records. And that's exactly what he did. Sure, 3.64 at 205 miles per hour sounds impressive. But this story isn't just about the numbers. It's about heart, grit, and the will to defy expectations. It's about a man with a car that was never supposed to go this fast, out there doing the impossible. It's a reminder that talent and tenacity can outshine any advantage money or fancy equipment can buy. Think about it. Kye Kelley is racing against teams with bigger budgets, more aerodynamic setups, and cars that are practically science experiments on wheels. And yet, he's out there setting records in a steel-bodied NPK car. He's proving that it's not just about horsepower or weight reduction. It's about heart, strategy, and that unteachable X factor that only a handful of drivers have. What's next for Kye Kelley? If this record-setting run tells us anything, it's that Kye Kelley is far from done. In fact, it feels like he's just getting started. The buzz is already building around his rumored plans to sell his legendary car Jangalang and possibly move to a third-generation Camaro. If that's true, we might just be witnessing the beginning of a whole new era for Kye Kelley. But for now, let's savor this moment. 3.64 at 205 miles per hour. That's not just a number. That's a statement. That's the sound of doubt being shattered. It's the sound of an underdog turning into a giant.